What's going on? My name is Drew Gillen. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Abyiss. In this video, we're going to talk about how to list your cryptocurrency on an exchange like Coinbase or Binance. I want to start off by saying that anyone can create a cryptocurrency, even I did it. So if you're one of those people who just made a new token or has been working on one for a while and you've been asking yourself, how do you go about getting your project listed on an exchange, then this video is perfect for you. We're going to answer all of your questions and more, providing you with enough information to succeed in listing your token on multiple cryptocurrency exchanges. Let's get into it. The first thing that we should talk about is the importance of listing your token on an exchange. Let's look at Litecoin, for example. When Litecoin was listed on Coinbase in 2016, its price jumped over 25% and then rallied to all-time highs the next month. This same phenomenon has happened many times with other tokens. When a token is listed on a major exchange, especially those with fiat gateways in North America, Europe, and Asia, it expands into new markets and communities, increasing the token's social proof, allowing for more buyers and sellers to pour into the project. This ultimately creates a compound effect where the token rises in value. To iterate again, the main reasons for listing your token on an exchange is it increases the amount of people who can buy and sell your token, which allows it to rise in value and expand into new markets and communities, increasing its social proof. If done well, this is a reinforcing cycle. Now that we know why it's so important to list your token on an exchange, how do we pick the right one? My team and I actually answered this question and more within a detailed report breaking down the 50 best cryptocurrency exchanges to list a token on. In this report, we cover all these factors that we're going to talk about right now and more, including direct links to exchange listing centers and forums, links to important listing blogs and other information, verified exchange email addresses, support center links, direct exchange employee contact information, and more. If you're serious about listing your token on an exchange, I highly suggest you take a look at this because it will make your life so much easier when it comes to listing. I'll put a link to the report in the description below, and I highly recommend you take a look at it. Now, one thing to note here before we break down these factors is that it's within the exchange's best interest to list good tokens and projects. The same compound effect that we talked about earlier also applies to exchanges. If they list good projects, then they'll expand into new markets and communities, increasing their social proof, which increases the overall value of the exchange. That's why it's within the best interest of the exchange to list good tokens. Now, let's break down these factors. 24-hour volume, monthly visitors, total markets and coins, exchange type, exchange location, listing fees, and data aggregators like Abyiss.com. So the 24-hour volume. 24-hour volume is used to gauge how active the exchange is. If the 24-hour volume is high, then that means that the exchange is active with a lot of traders. Volume numbers do fluctuate, so to track current day volume, we recommend using Abyiss.com. One thing to note is that 24-hour volume can be falsified. Some exchanges commit wash trading, faking their trading volume, making it nearly impossible to accurately report. This is something that Abyiss is working on detecting in the future. The next thing is the monthly visitors. Total monthly visitors can be used to gauge the growth or decline of an exchange. This parameter by itself is difficult to judge the quality of an exchange, but it can be used to find anomalies that indicate that the exchange isn't really as active as they claim to be. If the 24-hour volume is high and the monthly visitors is high, then this is a good thing. Whereas if the 24-hour volume is really high, but the monthly visitors is really low in the low thousands, then this is a red flag. The other things is the total markets and coins and the exchange type. Markets are the total number of crypto pairs tradable on an exchange, while coins are the individual tokens listed on the exchange. The exchange type describes the tradable markets, such as spot or derivative markets, or a centralized or decentralized exchange. Low quality exchanges often have unknown coins listed with no volume or liquidity. If there are many useless coins and the exchange does not delist them, then this kind of speaks for itself. The next thing is the exchange location. This is used to reference which region of the world the exchange is located in. If a lot of your token's users, for example, are located in Africa, then you should consider listing your coin on an African exchange. Listing fees. Listing fees vary depending on the size of the exchange. Many exchanges do not publicly disclose their listing fees. To find out how much exchange listing fees actually are, you'll have to go through the process of listing your token and then they'll normally tell you. I reached out to over 50 exchanges and only one of them actually publicly told me what their listing fees were. This says a lot. The best exchanges don't charge listing fees, but these are also the most competitive. Some of these exchanges include Coinbase, Bybit, Crypto.com, Gate.io, and BitThumb. And finally, data aggregators like Abyiss.com. If data aggregators like Abyiss or CoinMarketCap support the exchange, then this is a good sign. This means that's a popular exchange and it's probably reputable too. Another thing too is if you decide to list your token on any of the exchanges we support at Abyss, then we can provide you with extremely valuable data about how your coin is being traded. Now that you know the importance of listing your token and you picked an exchange, how do you actually list your token? Before answering this question, you should know that all exchanges recommend that the project manager or CEO personally list the token themselves. Some exchanges even go on to say, we do not accept inquiries or applications related to listing through a separate SNS channel or third party agent. So, what does this mean for you? It means that you or someone on your team should probably personally list the token themselves. Listing agencies do exist, but it's hard to separate the real agencies from scammers. With that being said, after you picked an exchange, you should research and find any and all listing blogs and information provided by the exchange. Then, after reading through all this information, find the verified exchange listing center or form and actually submit your application. In our report, we actually put together links of all the listing blogs and information that you would need with direct links to the exchange's listing centers and forms to save you a bunch of time and make everything really easy. That's great. We now know how to list your token. But what are the main things that the exchanges are looking for when reading through your applications? Some of the main things exchanges look for include clean code, coin traction, a strong team, tested technology, legal compliance, and a social media following. In almost every case, a team at the exchange manually reviews your application and code. Some parts of this process are automated, but the majority of the process is manual. This means that it takes time, sometimes even months. Most exchanges carry out code audits and due diligence reports to find out the legitimacy of the project. This is where the good projects get separated from the bad. If all goes well, you will get accepted, pay the listing fee, and then your token gets listed on the exchange, resulting in a win-win for both of you. Now, this is some of the information required by the exchange. As you can see, there's various things, and this is only a few pieces of the information that exchanges need when it comes to listing. This includes the project name, ticker symbol, project introduction, fundraising status, roadmap and current product development progress, links to the official website, white paper, project communities, links to Blockchain Explorer, a letter of commitment, contact information, the token generation method, smart contract address, the total amount of tokens, team expertise and developer skills, the utility and security of the token, and the trading volume. There's a lot of different pieces of information that play into this. Avoiding scammers and fraud. There are hundreds of scammers trying to take your money, so called listing experts, claiming that they work in exchange. About 90% of these people are scammers, while less than 10% are real, but even 10% is an optimistic number. So be extremely careful before sending anyone money or tokens. Verify everything. Make sure that they actually work at the exchange and that they have a verified email address, and even try to speak with them too before sending any coins. Another thing too regarding listing agencies is that a large amount of them are realistically scammers as well. Like we mentioned earlier, all exchanges recommend that the project manager or CEO personally list the token themselves. So some agencies may be able to help you prepare the paperwork, but like the exchanges say, some don't accept applications through third-party agents like listing agencies. So please be extremely careful. I cannot stress this enough. The plan. What does this mean? What should you do now? Well, if you're trying to list your token on an exchange, the process is relatively simple. Prepare all the listing information in one place, pick an exchange, read all the listing blogs and information that that exchange provides you with, and then apply to have your token listed in the exchange's listing center or form and then wait. Like I said, it sometimes takes weeks to months before hearing back from the exchanges. So, in the meantime, if anything changes with the project or the token, make sure to update your listing application and then repeat this process for the other exchanges. Hopefully this video helps you. If you need any other information or consulting help, send me an email at drew@abyiss.com or contact our support team. I'll put links to everything in the description below, and I highly recommend you check out our detailed report if you're serious about listing your cryptocurrency on a big exchange like Binance, Coinbase, or FTX. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. If you need any crypto data or tools, head over to abyiss.com where we provide you with all the crypto data and tools you could ever need. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.